Hi guys, it's Robin here, my alkaline vegan journey, and we're on day two of our 7-7-7 day detox fast. Now yesterday I had a few hiccups, so my beginning day for me is at midnight this past night. Y'all know when I'm in Castries, I'm like out in the bush, for real, out in the outback. So I don't have internet. And what was interesting is that had you been following me on YouTube, you would have caught some really amazing footage. And check it out. When I can't go live on TikTok or Instagram or any of those, I can always seem to go live on YouTube when I'm down in Castries. So I actually went live at around 10 o'clock one morning and then 12 noon. And I'm telling you, the garden, the house, everything is, oh man, it's really nice. It's really coming along. But the cantaloupe that was planted out there is coming down the hill. And because of the way it's situated, everything seems to come down. The tomatoes are growing like crazy. The pepper. People are already trying to pick the peppers. They're the seasoning peppers. But today is day 2 for my alkaline vegan journey. Family members who are fasting, congratulations on doing day 2. I'm still on day 1. I started at midnight last night, not at midnight the night before. So I'm a day behind. But that's okay. Like I said, you do not have to start at the beginning. You can start wherever you are. And with that, you can kind of, catch up. Like what I plan on doing is instead of starting my teas actually on the 11th at midnight, I have to do mine on the 12th at midnight. So it's just one day behind. But even if you're a week behind, start with us next Monday at midnight. And start with your water, and we're on our teas. You can start any way you want. Just make sure you get the kit. The kit will not be available after the 18th. And I'm going to tell you already, this morning I did a demonstration video because I had a couple people not understand how to actually make the tea. I thought that was kind of interesting because I thought most people did their teas this way, but I'm coming to find out that a lot of people, do their teas. And it's only because I've done a lot of research that I even know how to properly prepare tea, especially herbal tea that you want some medicinal value from. So it's as simple as boiling the water first, letting it come to a boil with the top on it, and then adding your tea bag and letting that boil an additional 20 to 25 minutes. And then taking the tea bag out, cutting the fire, taking the tea bag out, putting it in whatever container, even if it's the boiler that you just boiled it in, leave it in there. For some reason, I don't know why I feel so compelled to have to pour my stuff in something else. I guess because I really do want it to come down to room temperature quicker. But yeah, it's as simple as that. 8 cups of water, which is about 64 ounces of water. Pour that into a boiler. Boil that with the top on, nothing else, and that should be spring water. Then you take your tea bag and I'm gonna tell you honestly, you can leave the tea bag in the boiler with everything. Just cut the fire off. Now with some of these teas, you can add other tea bags to them. Like in mine, I probably will add a tea bag full of cloves once I get my cloves together. I just found these, and they're dry enough to actually make a tea with not only the leaves, but the stems. So that's what we're going to be doing, making a tea bag with those. I want to get prepared. Now, I don't have the same kit that you all have. There are a couple herbs that you all have that I have not yet gotten. They went directly to the States. They didn't come here to St. Lucia. So you all enjoy. I'm telling you, if you have gotten in on this 7-7-7 day detox kit before the 18th, consider yourself lucky because the herbs and things cost, there are 15 bags of herbs, and in those herbs there might be about 30 different herbs. 30, And when you figure about $10 per ounce of each of those herbs on average, I mean, with good herbalists, I have to say that, because I found them where they're like $4 and $5 an ounce, and there's a big difference, big difference. But anyhow, these herbs are amazing, and these that I'm creating here, like the ones with the painkiller Panadol, I've kind of done that. It's the same process that we did with the dandelion and black sesame seeds, where you take it, you can put it on a tray, especially if it's real green and juicy and all that. You want to put it on a tray, put it in your oven. Even if you don't have a dehydrator, put it in your oven. It has to be under 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature has to be under 120 degrees Fahrenheit to dehydrate. Now, you might be dehydrating for 5, 8, 10, 12 hours. But that's the temperature of, not cooking or anything, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, after I did that and let it completely dry out, I just crumble them up. Sometimes I'll put it in the blender, or I used to have a coffee grinder, and that was really good to really make powders out of things if you're going to put them in capsules. These are just, hacks, because they're machines and things that are being made for all that. I'm here in St. Lucia. I don't have access to a lot of that stuff, so I don't, I've got to use the blender and the nut bag, or the blender and the cheesecloth to make my juices, I haven't yet seen an actual juicer, but I don't know where to even go, other than to order it and have my family send it to me here in St. Lucia. And I could very well do that, but I'd rather just wait until I wind up buying my own house and having everything stock up there. But anyhow, let's welcome to the floor all of our new folks here. Welcome again. My name is Robin, and this is my alkaline vegan journey, where we are empowering individuals to take full control of their health and wellness. And many of the ways, there are many ways to do this, but we prescribe to fasting, purging the system of all that stuff that we've ingested that sits back in the visceral fat as dangerous toxins to our body. Even though the visceral fat is something that our body does innately to secure us against starvation, there's still toxins that get into that stuff, and we've got to purge that stuff because it's causing altered DNAs, it's causing disease, it's causing inflammation, which in turn causes pain and disease. So we got to purge that. And I think every so often to do a reset is good. And I'm saying a reset is 21 days of all water fasting or more. Now, anything lower than that is kind of like not really resetting, but maintenance, like intermittent fasting. I get it, and I love it, and I didn't realize I was doing it. I guess 3-5 day detox, which I have in my store now, because I think in doing those things, oh my God, the smell of these clothes are just overwhelming. You all tap the screen for me, and let's keep our rankings up. These cloves, this is what these are, these leaves here. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking them up. They've already been dehydrated enough for me because I'm going to put them in some hot water to steep and have me some clove tea as well. I'm telling you. And to have it like this from this point along with the stems, oh my God. Really, 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 really good. So, here, this platform was created because I had done a lot of fasting and I had done it alone and realized that I wasn't by myself. And this platform was created for people like me and others that had to do fasting by themselves. Now, we are on day 2. Many are on day 2. I'm not on day 2. I'm still on first 24 hours because I actually started at midnight. And even though I only had tea, I still feel like, if you say you're going to fast the whole way. And this fast is 7 days of all water, then 7 days of teas. Now, of course, if you're doing 7 days of tea and you don't hit a day of tea and you do all water, that's not stepping backwards. That's still forward. because we break the water fast with the tea. We break the tea fast with the juices, and we break the juice fast with the smoothies, and then on and on and on. From the smoothie fast, we break it with all raw fruits, and then from there, raw fruits and vegetables, and then cook things like mushrooms, chickpeas, floured goods, things like that. And that's, in my mind, the progression. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, if you all are thinking the same way. I can't see that. My eyes are really bad, and I don't have a lot of thing. Okay, so yeah, everything that we're doing is Dr. Sebi, in a line with Dr. Sebi, simply because he is the aforementioned aficionado when it comes to nutrition. As far as the list, the nutritional guide that he provides us of all alkaline and all wild foods and flowers and nuts and oils and all that, I'm telling you, I think is just monumentous, because we need that. It's a great guide to start with. Now, we know he died while still doing research, and there may be some new things out. But because everything is so in tandem with the different parts of his family, we are kind of confused. Right now, oh my God, the cloves smell wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now I'm going to put all these cloves, I got to weigh them first, and then I'm going to put them in a tea bag. And then, depending on how much I weigh, as long as it's a certain amount, I can add a certain amount of water. That's kind of the rule of thumb. But, yeah, let's see who's in the house. Hey, Cash Moss, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. He says, hi, beautiful. Thank you. You got Abraham Marves says, thanks so much for the awakening. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All of us need to be woke right now, especially when it comes to our health and our wellness. I would have been still on that amlodipine or whatever that Liposil or whatever that medicine was that my doctor was going to put me on for life for high blood pressure. Had I not found fasting, had I not found Dr. Sebi doing my very first fast, I had never heard of Dr. Sebi. And to have done my research and come across him, and not only him, that nutritional guide, y'all just don't understand. I was doing work just like that to find the best foods that I could eat to break that fast. Because I knew nothing about fasting when I did my first fast. Didn't even know people could still survive or could survive, period, doing 21 days of no eating. I never knew that was possible. I had already been on day one of some sort of fast. I was drinking the wrong kind of water, tap water, which, I normally wouldn't do. But I figured if I'm going to do all water, I didn't have enough bottled water. So I was resourced. That's why I say, get yourself together. When we do this water fast, please get your water. I got one jug of my 4 Springs, and I got to get some more water. I'll probably do that in a minute. But make sure you're prepared. What I'm doing right now for these teas, because I know I'm missing 2 of the herbs that you all will have. 3 of the herbs that I don't have here in St. Lucia that you all will have in your kit. I'm trying to make up for that in some other combinations. Now, most of the herb packets in that 777-day detox pack, they're all different herbs, and they're all combined. I did so much research on this stuff, not just which herbs for which ailments and which things, because you got some for, you got an antibiotic detox tea bag. You got a hair, skin, and nails. You've got one for, I got to go back to the list. And they were really, really great. It was like for colds and flus. There's a tea bag for that. There's one for relaxation. I do remember that one. I mean, there's so many different herb combinations that even when you go through the QR code and see which herbs are actually in those bags, you'll know for future reference that if I have a cold, okay, yeah, we might want to get yellow dock and elderberries and maybe even some burdock. You'll know right offhand. And that's how I want everyone in the family to be? Just right offhand. No, burdock root, okay, yeah, we're going to purify some blood. We're going to break it down. Plus, we're going to sweat that stuff through the skin because we know burdock root is more of a skin detoxifier. So you'll sweat, you'll, have all that stuff. And I think my skin tells it a lot that I'm on some sort of burdock perpetually because burdock and yellow dock are blood purifiers, and what they do is allow some of these other, and they go perfectly with other herbs. They're like the catalyst or the entryway of the other herbs because they thin the blood out enough to get some of the other herbs in the system. Now, I could have done just as well had I put these leaves in my food processor, but for some reason I feel like I got to be that and then some. That and 10 times more. I guess just smelling it. It is so loud. It's crazy. And I have, a lot so far, but I'm probably gonna still put these in the food processor to break these down. I want all the medicinal value. And I think in my head that the smaller they are, the easier for the water to break down any of the medicinal compounds found there within. Now, I don't know. Leaves and flowers should be done together. Stems, I'm not going to do the stems with this. I'm going to do the stems with I don't even have any of the clove things. You know how cloves come, and I need to find out more about this plant. But yeah, cloves themselves are outstanding antibiotic. They are outstanding. Just like pau d'arco. Pau d'arco is more for the urinary tract. So if you have like a UTI or something like that, or anything abdominal, that pau d'arco is better for. Now, all of these are antibacterial antibiotics. Now, I haven't quite gotten into the viral ones yet, but I will be getting into that. These are basically for, replacement of things like tetracycline, penicillin, and bacterial infections. These. I don't know why I'm losing my thought. These antibiotics are excellent for. Some can even be done topically, like the burdock root. You take that, and I usually mix mine with sea moss because sea moss has everything in it, and it makes a pretty good topical applicator type thing. That maybe even with a little avocado oil, because the burdock root is going to be a little sticky. So is the sea moss. The sea moss will be sticky gel type, and then you add the avocado oil, and that blends it and makes it more of a creamy type thing. Or you can use coconut oil. Those will kind of, when you whip it, it'll turn out really nicely. And as you can see, I've been doing some research because it's time for us to get to the outside. We've been working on our inside. We still need to, get somewhere with our insides, our outsides, just topically. What are we using on our skin? What are we using really for deodorant and toothpaste? Those things I like to really get into. Now, I've heard some really great suggestions, but I'd like to implement them and really try them on myself. Just like I did the gel. I did a sea moss gel for your hair, and it was really good. It was made with avocado oil, and it was really good. And I'm passing that on to my daughter. She's opening up the Australia spot, and she wants to do more hair, skin, and nails. So I got to just at least know so I can lead and guide. But right now, because of, my finger is doing a lot better. It's basically healed. But I know it needs still the wet bandage to make sure any of those plugs that they put in are completely purged. They actually put plugs in my finger to help the wound heal. So, and I'm not sure that all of them were removed because my finger is still a little swollen. It's not as hard as it used to be, but it is still a little swollen. And I got a makeshift bandage on. But yeah, so what we need to do is really move on and find out who's with us. Oh, Perry Ellis, I got rid of high blood pressure also. Very good. Now, I'd be curious to know what exactly you did, because I did a few other things. Hey, Perry, thank you for joining our family. Once you follow the host, you automatically become a member of my Alkaline Vegan Journeys family. So welcome to the family, Perry. And when I come on live, we all consider this home. That's why we're very protective of our home. When we have these, people who come on and want to act silly and stuff, we've got family members that quickly take care of them. So welcome to the family. And if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to drop them. In addition, I want to let you know that I am on all social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok. My name is the same. It's My Alkaline Vegan Journey. Now, I live here in St. Lucia right now, and I'm in Gros-Islet. I often go to another part of the island where I don't get great internet. And 9 times out of 10, I'll be on live on YouTube. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, My Alkaline Vegan Journey. And I usually come on at 10 or 12 in the AM, or 3 or 6 in the PM. And that's all Eastern time. And I'm on just about every day. I mean, not just about, I am on every day. Every day I'm on live. So, and especially now while we're fasting, we are on day 2 of a 21-day fast that's been broken up into 3 sets of 7 days. The first set, which we're on now, is all water, all spring water, nothing else, no additives, no supplements, no vitamins, nothing else, all water. And what I'm doing today, because our next set of 7 days are all teas, I'm preparing some of the teas that I don't have here in St. Lucia that are available to you guys in the States. Now, I'm going to have it available for St. Lucians and people down here in the islands, because I brought all my herbs. There are just some new herbs that were just ordered that only went to the United States. That's the only reason why I don't have those. But they're great. They really are great. At some point, they're going to send them to me. But I broke up all of those leaves. Now, in our garden in Castries, we actually have a clove tree. And I'm telling you, you know how the little stems, even the stems are strong as crap. I'm going to break because just smelling that, you can smell the overwhelming clove smell. So, we're preparing now for our next 7 days of all teas. Now, in the kit that I have available in my store, it has everything you need. You won't have to do any of this. All you do is go to the pantry, grab the box, and decide which tea you want for the day. Now, what I've decided to do is I'm going to do not only the tea that's in the bag. I'm going to, mix and match. So there's one that's got the relaxation and one that has the antibiotic. I would put those two together. All of they have on them whether you should boil them or steep them. Y'all family. So I'm gonna let y'all know. Many herbalists don't even have this. You don't put stems and leaves and flowers, and a lot of herbalists don't know this, but it should be a rule of thumb. The bark, the root, and the stems should all be broken up and boiled. That whole process where you saw me taking the water, boiling it, having it come to a rolling boil, then adding the bag. That bag that was added were roots, stems, and bark. Those are the only kind of things that you should go through that process. Now, once I take it off the fire, then I could put stuff like, you know, these leaves of cloves. I'm going to smash them up a little better and put them in these tea bags and have this for a minute. Because oh my God. As a matter of fact, let me do two. And I'm going to show you all exactly how this works. I'm going to break up the one. Break up the stems so you can see the whole process. And that's probably what I should have been doing anyhow. I've got to get 8 cups of water. And I know I can't have more than an ounce of this. So I think with steeping, it might be 4 cups. And I got to look that up again. I always get that off. But when you're boiling, you want to make sure you have at least not more than 1 ounce of your substrate, your leaves, bark, whatever. So when you do the 1 ounce of the clove leaves, you want to make sure that your 4 cups. Usually when I'm doing steeping, I don't put that much, water. I put 4 cups. And that's to about 1 to 2 ounces. And I got to look that up. 1 to 2 ounces of the leaves. 4 cups of water. So yeah, let me do that. First, let me put the leaves in. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a clove tea made from its leaves and its stems. Now, like I said, the stems and things we're going to boil. So I got to start over with another boiler. And I'm only going to do 4 cups. And make sure I have 1 ounce of these stems. I need scissors. As a matter of fact, I am not prepared to do this. I just broke my scissors and I don't buy multiple packs. And I really don't want this to go into the food processor. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. We've got Perry, who's a new member of the family. Let's see. Welcome to the family. Let me go back. He'll join. What do you think about soy? I don't think soy is good. They have altered it so much. Soy to me is no longer real, like corn. They have manipulated it so that whatever might have been authentic, real, wild, whatever is no longer. So I don't deal with it. And primarily because it's not on Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide. Soy and the information about that I'd have to go into deeper. I just know a lot of the things that are not on the guide, some that I really wish were on the guide, I do some further research to find out why it's not there and kind of challenge it. But for the most part, if it's not there and I'm not really interested in it in the first place, I don't really do a lot of research on it. And soy is one of those things. I never felt good about soy. I don't know why. My sister was a vegan and she used to do a lot of soy. And I think at one point she used to say, or the doctors said that it changed her hormones or did something to, I don't know, something, and it wasn't good for her. So she had to stop taking it. Scoop, hey Scoop, how are you? Okay, what are the live times again on YouTube? YouTube 10 and 12. 10 and 12. If I can't come on TikTok, I'm usually on YouTube because TikTok and Instagram in certain areas will not allow me to play. YouTube will. And y'all please go over how to access my lives on YouTube because there are a lot of people who are going through, I can't reach you. And it might be because of the way I'm set up. I don't know. So I'm going to do a test run probably at noon today. I'm getting off here at 11 o'clock. And at noon, I'll go to YouTube to do a test run. So if you all are interested in seeing how it does, you know, we can do that. Man, I'm telling you, this doggone clothes, it smells so good. It really does. And guys, remember, we're on day 2 of our 7 days of all water and our 777 day detox fast. We're on day 2. Well, they are on day 2. I'm on day 1. I just started at midnight tonight. And I'm going to put these in like this. They don't have to be so super. And I got to weigh this. Make sure it's at least not more than an ounce. I think that's what he said. I think that's what I have written for 2 ounces. I have a whole recipe book of how to prepare herbs that are leaves, herbs that are stems, roots, bark, seeds. The research, the stuff that I am my own human guinea pig. I really am. When I first started fasting, I did 4 fasts in 1 year, all of 21 days or more. And that was to make sure in my own body how I felt, how my body would react to fasting. Because I'm telling you, I was stunned to learn that people could actually fast for 21 days and not die. I was stunned. I did not know that was possible. And through just doing that research, I'm also researching how to come out of this. If I decide to do 21 days, this is what's going through my mind back then. I had never fasted before. But I'm like, if I decide to do 21 days, how do I stop fasting? How do I, go back to normal kind of thing, And that's when I found Dr. Sebi. The perfect foods to eat once you break a fast. Properly break a fast. And that is, once you've done 21 days of all water, you got to back that thing up and slow it down when you come back to feeding. That should be about... So I'm telling you, I've done so many of these, I can kind of feel the pack, even though I do need to get my neighbor's scale to really kind of get this. But this is just for examples only. The guys that are in the States and now in Australia are going through some things to make sure every pack has the same amount of herbs. And if you do it right with the amount of water that you're supposed to use, you will be fine. Now, I'm wondering, some people were really perplexed. I got to go to the QR code and make sure we have the proper QR code, because all of our packages in the store that give directions are on QR code. And somebody, I think it was, Margaret or Carol, one of them, actually wanted to find out how to boil the bag. And it's really, maybe it's not that simple, but it's all about making sure you have the right amount of cups of water in your boiler. Cover it, and then make sure you, let me do this. I've got, this is 20 ounces. I need 40 ounces. Matter of fact, let me get a sip. Oh my God, that was so good. Now, the reason why I'm perplexed is because I have this other tea that I have no place to put. I have no containers. I gotta find some place to do all of this and store all of my tea. Okay, so for this one, what we're gonna do is basically for the cloves, and we're starting from scratch. For the cloves, what we're gonna do is we're going to do about an ounce, and that might be more than an ounce, of the actual stems, the clove tree stems. And then we're going to do, I guess about half this bag or so would be about a half ounce of the leaves. And the way I'm going to do it is how you should be doing your leaves versus your bark stems, and roots. So the leaves and flowers are done the same. And let me do this. I'm actually wondering if I use this tea. This is the chelation. No, I cannot. Let me use this. Only measuring utensil I have. So this here is 2 cups. Just shy of 4 cups. So for this tea process, because it's closed and I want to really make it a lot more concentrated, is I'm using about 1 ounce of the stems, and I'm going to prepare about 1/2 ounce of the clove leaves. Now remind you, these are coming directly from a clove tree. Now, I let them sit out in the sun to dry. They're not completely dry, because you can tell the leaves just have a little more malleability, I want to say. So we're just going to put some in the bag. And I'm going to start this water boiling, because we do have the stems. The stems should be boiled. Now remember, stems, bark, root, and even seeds should be boiled. The flowers and the leaves should be steeped. Let me add some more. I don't know what's happening with the cat world out here. At first it used to be all I heard was the dog barking. And now it's different. The cats have taken over. Okay, I'm putting as much of the leaves in here and packing it, because I didn't really cut them up very small, but I do want a high concentration of the clove leaves. Because I don't know, between the leaves and the stems, I'm telling y'all, it really smells overwhelming. But for some reason, I think the stems are much more aromatic. And I guess the roots would be even more so. But once you crack up the leaves, oh my God, it's really a lot. So, okay. The cat invasion. Okay, so that, just feeling that, yeah, you can tell this is like maybe 1.5 ounces, and this is about 1 ounce. I probably did too much, but that's okay. Now, what we're going to do is start our water boiling, and this is how you should do it when you're dealing with any of the teas, any kind of tea. Make sure you know whether it's a bark. Even powders I tend to boil as well. Now, many powders, I don't know why, are not water soluble, so they're not disappearing. You're like, I forget, cloves is one, cinnamon is another. A lot of the herbs and things that are in powder form, burdock is another, bladderwrack is another. They don't just disappear in water. You know, they're not water soluble. So, take my glove off. Okay. So with the top on your boiler and your water in, I have 4 cups of water in this, and this is for the 1.5 ounce of cloves in the stem form. And then I have about 3/4 to 1 ounce of the cloves in the leaf form. Now what I'm looking for now is some of these twisty ties, because the twisty ties I've got to put on the tops of these. And that's where the ones in the States and Australia are different. Because I purchased some of the local tea bags and they didn't have the tops. So I've got to find my own twisty ties. And it doesn't really matter because we don't use the microwave. So these metal things, it doesn't even, matter. We don't use the microwave. And that's another thing. Alkaline vegans, we don't have a use for a microwave. If we could get away with all glass, everything, no BPA and all of that, we'd be good. So now, as we wait for the water to actually come to a boil, and that's what we're waiting for, we want to see that rapid boil. And I guess I'll be here long enough for it to boil. And then we put this pack in, let it boil an additional 20, 25 minutes, and then just let it sit there. And then I put this one in. When I turn the fire off from letting this boil an additional 25 minutes, cut the fire off. While that fire is hot, then I put this in. And I just let these steep together. Both bags steep together. It smells wonderful. I'm so glad I got the cloves together. Because, as you know, we often do cloves in many of our dishes. And that's why I wanted to show people with this 777-day detox kit that things that are straight off of your shelf and some that are not can be put in your medicine cabinet as natural alternatives to some of the stuff they're trying to feed us. The natural antibiotic nature of cloves is good for any bacterial infection. And you could do it in the tea form. I think cloves you can also do topically because from what I've read, because it's got that kind of burning sensation like ginger. And ginger is also a natural antibiotic. And it can be used topically as well. Use your common sense. Some of the carrier things like grapeseed oil or avocado oil, you might want to mix it together. Or we don't do aloe, but we do have, what's that cactus? Nopales. Take the nopales, the inside, of the nopales, mix it with the burdock root or the any of the powdered forms of those things, and do it topically. Or, with the clove leaf, when it's green like that, you could just take the whole leaf, and rub it against your skin. I'm telling you, I forgot what it's called. Let me see if I can find it. It's called koilodal or whatever that particular. Let me take this off while I'm not cooking. Okay. And I was just looking it up the other day because I was really impressed that just the local nutrients that I had for my finger. And I think I'm going to take this off. I am. This is my finger today. I just took the bandage off. And as you can see, that there is where it began. It's got all the marks on it because I actually had that bandage on it with the gauze. And that particular type of bandage is called a wet bandage. And that causes, it's really interesting how so far back I am. That wet bandage causes everything to kind of culminate in this little point here. And this is where they purged whatever from my skin and then allowed it to start healing. So it was really interesting. So yeah, I've been using natural antibiotics since this injury because they prescribed me antibiotics. And me being here in St. Lucia, I guess it would have been a great idea, but I decided not to, and to go with my natural stuff. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I want to heal. You want to heal kidney. So you want to heal your kidney. I'm going to tell you, the 3-5-day detox is excellent for that. So, hey, Robin, you may need a moderator. Oh, let me check. Okay. Lucretia, hello. Welcome. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Scoop. Okay, Milton Sharp, welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome. W.S. Jones says, repent. Jesus Christ loves you and saves. Smile. Thank you, Milton Sharp. Welcome to our family. Once you follow the host, you automatically become a member of the family. Okay, let me do something with this one right quick. Okay, wait. Okay, that took care of that. Okay, I think I took care of that. Okay, so, hey, Lucretia, how are you? Hey, Sugar Bear, welcome to the family. Once you follow the host, you automatically become a member of our family. And y'all, check this out. I think we're ready. When it starts that rapid boil noise, you want to catch it then, and you want to get those bark, roots, or even stems into the fold. And I'm telling you, it really does take a long time for the real medicinal things to come out of this via water while hot. Now, I think oil, and I love the way they do the oils, like the oil of oregano. Oh, man. I'm going to do a video on how to make that. That is one of the most potent bacterial infected antibiotics, natural-wise. I mean, it is by far the best bacterial antibiotic that is out there for, natural stuff. Oh my God, my camera wants to die. I'm going to do a video on that because that one's very important. That one, you take 2 droppers and put a drop underneath your tongue. So we'll do that one as well. So Sugar Bell, welcome to the family. Feel free to ask any questions, leave any comments. I try to make sure I respond to each and every comment. Perry says, I want to heal my kidney. And I've got that 3-5-day detox that would really be good because often what you need is the release of a lot of diseases, which can't be done without chelation. Those diseases are hiding behind a lot of those heavy metals, and chelations are the only way to get rid of those heavy metals. Wait, Classy Karma, you ordered CMOS on 6/21? No. 6/21 and today is 7/5. 7/6. Wait, that can't be right, because, let me look. But you wanted CMOS? Because that's the gut cleanse. I have you down as the gut cleanse. And it says 6/21, we make it from scratch. And it takes about 10 days to make it. We make it from scratch. We don't hold any of that stuff because you want its full potency. So, 6/21, I can see that. And we deliver every Monday and Thursday. And today is Wednesday. I could see, because I know that there's 2 other orders with these. Now, make sure you have the, because you have the gut cleanse. You don't have the CMOS. The CMOS takes no time. We could get that out. But the gut cleanse is what I have you on order for. So let me know if that's correct. Great Liva. Thank you. Perry. Check this out, Perry. Go to my store. It's linked in my bio. All you have to do is go up to the icon up top and hit My Alkaline Vegan Journey, and you should go to my page. Linked on my page is, in my bio, is my store. Check that out. That 3-5 day detox might be all you need. Hey, DC Granny, how are you? I was just looking at one of the posts. I guess that was from you to Randy about her chelation. I think Carol went through something like that as well. Why the mouth, I don't know. That to me is amazing. You know, I've done 2 40-day cleanses and then about 5 chelations now. And I've never had or never heard of anyone else to have anything like that. So yeah, you tried to message me this past weekend. Yeah, Castries is crazy. I'm telling you, when the hurricane season and St. Lucia, they just don't mix. So your package is now in Virginia, which means they send it back to the sender, Lucretia. And as soon as it gets back, it'll be sent back out, because I don't know what that's about. But make sure you verify your address. There was something about the dashes in your address that caught someone's attention in South Carolina, which is why they sent it back, from what I understand. Something with the or what my people in Virginia were saying. So today we're just going through how to actually boil these teas. And right now, what I did from a tree that's in our garden in Castries, I was able to dry out some cloves, the stems and the leaves. These are the stems, which we're going to boil, and the leaves, which we're going to steep. So we're going to start with the boiling. And like I said, I took 4 cups of spring water. And as you can see, they're got the camera the wrong way. I forget, it can't just hit a button. Okay, this is a rapid boil. And what I'm going to do is take the stems and put them in and let them bubble around. You know, get them all wet, but just let them bubble around in there for about 25-30 minutes, especially with stems. Okay. So yeah, just the preparation process for many of the herb teas that are in my detox kits. The chelation is the main one. And even though this is not chelation or the group of drugs with chelation, there should be 2 bags. One is a bull bag and one is a steep bag, and it should be done pretty much the same way. Where you first get your water boiling, and usually it's 8 cups. I only did 4 cups for cloves. And there's maybe 1.5 ounces of the stems. And then we have the leaves, which is about, I want to say about 1 ounce of the leaves. So once the stems have boiled for about 20-25 minutes, we're going to add the leaves with the fire turned off and let it steep for the rest of the time. Yeah. So yeah, Classy Caramel, I'm so sorry about that, but that's kind of interesting, because let me make sure you do have the wait a minute. Let me make sure I have this right, because Classy Caramel, you have the sea moss gut cleanse. And okay, Lucretia's thing has already been sent, but for some reason got sent back to the, I don't understand what they're doing. And I believe it did have something to do with your address, Lucretia. So yeah. So DC Granny, I wanted to find out what actually happened as far as the stuff in the mouth. because the chelation, I've never heard of anyone else having mouth, any kind of reaction to any of that. So elaborate on that for me, because I'm interested. I'm going to have to talk to her and find out what's going on. Lucretia, sorry about that. I think the whole thing went back to Virginia to be sent out again. And what's interesting is we paid for it. Why are we paying for back and forth? Just get it to the intended address. Just let me know if your address is correct. Okay. So guys, it's 11 o'clock, and what I want to do is go on live on YouTube. If you all could follow me over there, and tomorrow when we go live, you can let me know what the experience was like, because I need to find out if people are able to get to my live without any problems. I'm not sure. That's over on YouTube, because like I said, when I'm not on TikTok, I can easily go on YouTube to do my lives. So so we're going to let that continue to boil. And like I did, if you look at the posted video, I did the same demonstration where all you have to do is boil the water, put the tea bag in the boiling water. After that boils an additional 25-30 minutes or so, stop it. Any tea bag that needs to be steeped can be put in with it at that point, as long as the fire is off. I don't care if it's still rolling, boiling, whatever. That's still steeping. Then put it in a container and just let it continue to steep all the medicinal value out of the barks, leaves, stem, all of it at that point. As long as it's off the fire, all is good. I'm telling you, this doggone cloves got my whole house smelling amazing. I'm looking around like, where's the food? It's the stems of the cloves that smell so wonderful. They really do smell wonderful. Yes. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? And how is our Alkaline Vegan Journey family? How is everyone? Jeffrey, how have you been? Haven't seen you in a minute. Yes. Right now, we are on day 2 of our 777-day detox fast, which is 7 days of all water, which we're on day 2 of right now. 7 days of all teas, which are available in my store. It's linked in my bio. And 7 days of juices and smoothies. And remember, the teas are without any kind of sweeteners. Please, no sweeteners. No sweeteners. Man, I'm telling you, y'all don't understand how these clothes got my house smelling so good. Oh my God. So Lucretia, I don't see you. I think that we'll probably get it in the Virginia DMV area by tomorrow, if it's in Virginia now. And then it has to be sent back out. So check this out. Once we finish this water part of the fast, before we even finish, you all need to have your teas ready. Get your teas ready. Are any of you all with us on this 777-day detox fast? Because you don't have to start today. Like I started at midnight. Minnie started midnight Monday. And you don't have to start with us. Just start. Make sure you get the kit, because the kit will no longer be available after the 18th. It will be broken down into specific kits, and you can mix and match from there. You know, do as many of you as you want of the antibiotics or the hair, skin, and nail. You know, but it's definitely going to be a different price. The price is, going to be different because this, to put together the 777-day detox kit, I'm telling you, hey Fee, how are you? Was like half the price because the teas are running, at least $18 an ounce for some. I mean, some $4 an ounce for others. This collection of herb teas in this 777-day detox you do not want to miss. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss. It's been chunked with so many of the different herbs that have so many different medicinal values that can be mixed and matched, even in their present packaging. You know, like I was saying, I've got one that's a relaxation pack, but it has so many other benefits than just relaxation. Just like I have one that's for his and one for hers. But if you look at the herbs that are in it, it's good for his and hers. But, you know, like red clover and raspberry, red raspberry, they're kind of specific to certain organs for some women, just like, you know, the dandelion, prostate and stuff like that. I'm telling you, the herbs are outstanding by themselves or together. And all the herb packages in this 15 package, none of them have less than 3 herbs in each tea bag. So you're benefiting big time. So take advantage of it. And like I say, when you buy them, you don't have to buy it all at one time. You could buy it on time. All you have to do is go to my store, and it's called Afterpay. You know, and I notice a lot of people are using it, and it is really good. So Jeffrey says, I've been all right, just trying to stay focused and get to being the best me. I think I can try this. I'm telling you, it is worth it. Jeffrey, I'm telling you. This one, I think, this fast, I think, for me, can be one of the best ones because you got 7 days. Okay, I'm doing this for 7 days. And 7 days, it goes by so quick. And then next, we're on to teas. And then next, we're on to fruits, smoothies, and juices. You know, I think I can do a fruit smoothie and a juice and be okay for the day. You know, and it's not even like fasting at that point. I got to figure out how to do this. Because now my phone wants to cut out. And I will be on YouTube live, if only for 5 minutes, so I can see if there's reception and see if you all can actually find me on YouTube live. My handle is myalkalineveganjourney on YouTube. And in addition to that, I'm going to go on at exactly 12 noon Eastern time. And if you get that chance to come over, I'm just going to say hi and then bye. I want to give enough people a chance at 12 noon to come on just to see if they can find me on YouTube live. I'll be there at noon, so please, if you can, come on over. Hey, Fee, my monthly has been depleting since January. Wait. Wow. January 1st. Very good. Wow. I'm wondering. Wow. Because that's one of the avenues that the lymphatic system uses to cleanse the system. And I'm wondering if yours is going back through your liver by way of your kidneys and sending it back to the bloodstream. I'd like to know how your body is translating what's happening to it. Because it seems like when your body goes through a cleanse and you don't have as much to cleanse, then your lymphatic system is cool. It doesn't need a lot of different venues to get rid of waste. I'm wondering if that's what that is. That's excellent. That is excellent, Fee. So, Fee, are you joining us for this 777-day detox? I mean, they started midnight on the 4th. I started yesterday, this past midnight. And we're doing 7 days of all water, then 7 days of teas, and then 7 days of juices and smoothies. So, I'm telling you, I think this is a great way to do a good maintenance for your body. A maintenance that incorporates some really good herbs if you're getting them from my store. Really, really good herbs. And herbs that you can use to, create your medicine cabinet and your pantry as far as health and wellness. This is a great starter kit. I'm telling you, all these different herbs. I mean, we got relaxation, his and hers, hair, skin, and nail, colds and flus. We've got antibiotics. I mean, all the stuff winds up in your medicine cabinet that you can use at any time. And like I showed earlier in the video that I posted on how to actually boil the water properly, so that you can render as much of the medicinal value out of each herb. Yeah, I've used that bag maybe 5 times before, or 3 times before. See, I knew it was something else to this. I gotta keep this wet. That's what I'm saying. I cannot let this dry out. I need some more gauze. So yeah, so let me go through this. Jeffrey says, okay, Sophie, you started Sunday. Oh, great, great, great. Okay, cool. Man, we got family in the house representing. Thank you guys so much, because right now I kind of slipped back. I don't know why, Samson's trying to show me how he's trying to get into the herb game. As far as, he's got all these herbs on the grounds like sage, basil, panadol, forgot that other herb that he told me about. Oh my God. It's strong too. And it's growing all over. But he called himself giving me and I took a sip like a dingbat by mistake, forgetting that I was fasting. So, tea is out. So I just decided, okay, at midnight, let me start over. So 7 days of all water and then 7 days of teas. I hope you all have the teas. The teas are very important, and this is a really special collection for me because I was able to go through each tea, each herb, and give you insight on exactly what its medicinal benefits are. And when you look at all of the herbs that are in each package, you'll see why I actually named it hair, skin, and nails, or named it his, or named it hers, or whatever. You'll see, because each herb, and plus this will help you all actually have your documented medicine cabinet, your herbs. I mean, like the first stages of being an herbalist. And first off, knowing to boil roots, bark, stems, and steep flowers and leaves. That's the first rule of thumb to me. Then knowing how many herbs, how much herbs to water. That to me is the actual dosage of the herb. That's what gives its medicinal content. Now, I think this has been about 20 minutes or so. I'm telling you, it's got my whole house smelling remarkable. Let me get my gauze. Okay. I'm gonna have to get my finger together in a minute. Okay, I'm telling you, this stuff really does have my entire house smelling so wonderful. I need another twisty tie. Just use your twisty tie, please. This is witch hazel. Let me just use the twisty tie. And that's the one thing. I don't like these tea bags because they want you to hold the tea bag over the side of the glass. I'm like, no, I'm boiling with these. So I have to reuse the actual twisty ties of others. Now I want you all to see this because this is what it should look like as it's, doing that boil. What I do. It's not a lot of water. I believe this probably could have gone a lot longer. because I didn't put a lot of water in there. That's okay. It's hot enough to do a steep thing. So I'm still doing a rolling boil. And what I'm going to do, and it smells so incredible. This one you won't have a hard time dealing with at all. So I turn the fire off and immediately put in the other. And I think that's another reason why I put these in different containers, because I want the water to completely cover them while it's hot. And it's interesting how the water in this other one is actually, the tea bag is actually floating to the bottom, because that tells you that it's completely saturating the roots, the stems, the whatever is in that bag is completely saturating them, inundating it with water, giving it weight, so it, eventually falls to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna let this just stay like this for a few minutes. And then I've got my 32-ounce jar. Now remember this one we did, and as it continues to absorb more of the water and everything, it's gonna continue to hit the bottom. Okay. So since these are pretty much done, I'm going to sign off, and we are going to come together for that quick live on YouTube. Now, if you all are available at noon, I would appreciate it, just to give me a heads up on what you had to go through to get to me live. I'm going on at 12 noon today on YouTube, My Alkaline Vegan Journey, to see if anyone has any problems getting to me live on YouTube. Because somebody had mentioned that, I don't know how to get to you live, and I still don't know if they figured it out or if it was figured out or what. But often when I'm not in Gros Islet and I'm down in Castries, I cannot use TikTok. I don't have enough bandwidth or maybe bandwidth. Don't have enough internet pool to actually come through live on TikTok. I think Instagram as well. But for some reason, YouTube comes right through. I go on live. I have no problems whatsoever. So, Sophie, that's great. I'm so glad you started Sunday. I just started this morning at midnight. So I've got 6 more days. Jeffrey says, I've been all right trying to stay. Let me turn this way. Trying to stay. I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, I've been all right, just trying to stay focused and get to being the best me. I think I can try this. Very good, Jeffrey. I recently started working at a vegan smoothie and juice place. That's really going to kickstart things. Oh my God, when you're in that environment and you just feel something about doing something healthy for your body and you're in the right spot. Oh my God. Yeah, and then you'll start wanting to tweak some of their stuff. You'll want it to all be alkaline vegan. Like, don't use those carrots. Don't use that spinach. Use bladderwrack or burdock root. My daughters, when they were in high school, worked at this one place, and it was a smoothie shop. And now the whole shop, because of our input, has become organic and green. Now, they're not completely, I won't say alkaline vegan, but they have a lot of alkaline vegan choices. Okay. So, K. Chow Tompkins, is it? How can we get you? I need to get healthy. I know what you mean, Chow. Check this out. You should be doing our 777-day detox fast with us right now. Right now, I'm on day 1, the very first day of all water. We're doing 7 days of all water. Then we're going to do 7 days of all tea. And then to close it out, we're going to do 7 days of juices and smoothies. So what you should do is just at midnight tonight, just stop eating. Make sure you have enough water. You can do spring water with this one. Like I said, The only time I'm really encouraging that you use distilled water is if you're doing a long-term all water fast. And I would have to say, not even 10 days is long enough. I want to say 21 days or more is a long-term water fast where you should be using nothing but distilled water. Because any spring water is good for those fasts that are up to 21 days, I believe. And especially with this one that we're doing teas as well as smoothies and juices. This will not be considered a long-term water fast at all. So you can use spring water. And the teas, make sure you get the teas from my store, because they're already combined. They already have everything done for you. All you need to do is add the water. All you need to do is add the water. All the measurement and all of that guesswork is gone. It's taken care of. I give you specifically how much water for each of the packs that are in that smoothie. In that detox kit. So Chow is a new member of our family. Welcome to the family. And I want to say Chow Tompkins. Welcome to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. So Chow, what you need to do is start fasting with us. Start at midnight. Get your water before midnight and just stop eating at midnight. And when you get up in the morning, nothing but water. So you can use spring water. Now, next week, we're going to be doing the teas. And those teas are in my store. You can order them now. They're the store is linked in my bio. It's myalkalineveganjourney.com. Get your teas. These teas are going to be the starter kit for so many people, because I see a lot of people who are buying them. Many people are buying them on time, which means that you don't have to pay all up front for this detox kit. You can actually buy them, get them now and pay for them later. So I like that. It's called Afterpay. So check it out. It's on my store, linked in my bio. So yeah, my hand is doing so much better. It's still got a little swelling, but it's still, man, I haven't been back to them in about 2 weeks, and I needed to go back. So they need to continually wrap it. It's something with the wrap that actually purges some of the stuff out and causes my finger to go back to normal. So yeah. So Jeffrey, no, I'm going to be using spring water. It's called, here in St. Lucia, it's called Forest Spring. I'm using that water. And who is this that's hosting? It says host www.papa.org. Jeffrey Townsend, Spring Water. Jeffrey Townsend, probably. Thank you, sir. I'm kind of confused. How is Papa.org the host of my live? I'm confused. What did I do wrong? I did something. I don't know what I did. How do I have a new host? Oh, wait a minute. I bet you are, but how do you become host on my on my site? Don't do that. I'm telling you that I don't. Oh my God, Papa.org. Are you even a member of our family? I appreciate that. But we've got several people who are new members to the family. Let me bring them out. I want to know how he did that. Okay. We've got, look at all these new members. Welcome. We got Kanisha. We've got Native New Yorker. We've got I want to say Native New Yorker. That's what it is. And then Geta Hi, boy. Get a tire, boy. I don't know what that means. Then we got Q Thompson. We've got Tanikoi Price. Welcome to my Alkaline Vegan Journeys family. Pretty young thing, welcome back. Sunshine time, welcome back. Yes. Papa Orc says, just helping you out, LOL. I want to know how you did that, though. I want to know how you, because it said up there host. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how you did that, but that's fine. Anyhow, I'm about to leave because y'all know I'm trying to come on live on YouTube, and I need you all to help me to find out if you can actually easily access me when I'm over on YouTube. Y'all remember to sign up and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, all of them. My name is My Alkaline Vegan Journey. Now let's take another look at this. I want y'all to see this tea. And it's getting a little darker. The longer it steeps and everything, the more medicinal value. And I really like to keep it as warm as possible because it just seems to me that the warmth helps to extract some of the medicinal value. Let me see. Really smells so good. Man, I say, even if you don't drink this as a tea, make this as an incense for your home. This smells amazing. Oh my God, I love cloves. I really do. And it was funny, before I actually realized that we had a tree up there and down there in Castries, I was actually using the actual clove powder. I didn't even have the little twigs or whatever they're called. I wonder what those things are called. And I wound up using that, and it's still, but that, oh man, that was, gets stuck in your throat like cinnamon. Straight up. I don't think that stuff can really be digested. I really don't. But let's do this. So right now, I'm going to close off. We've got our tea done. We've got 2 teas done. And I got to remember, I think that first tea might be the horsetail. I got to look at the label and find out which tea that is. Because the first one I had already done before. And it didn't come out very dark, as you can see. I think this is horsetail. But this tea bag I had done maybe 2 times before. All the tea bags in my refrigerator have been done at least twice. And I save them. And I put them in the refrigerator, and then, I'll go back. And if it's something like leaves and things that I'd already done before, I will go ahead and boil those. I would take and start the boiler running so that the water boils and has that rapid boil, then go back and add that tea bag to that boiling water. And you'll see, you'll still render some medicinal content in your water. So yes. Okay. Let me come over here in the light. Okay. So guys, are we clear? I really would like to get to some of our family members that had questions. I wasn't able to come on Sunday, but I still have the questions. Like someone asked, I think it was Gary asked about the arthritis. I do have herbs for that, and I can help you with that. I do have herbs for MS. Now, to really reverse things like chronic diseases like MS and diabetes and lymphoma and things like that, I'm going to tell you, there are herbs for you. There are herbs for you. I just touched on the surface with some that everybody knows about, like HSV 1 and 2. You can get rid of those, completely rid of those, not have those outbreaks ever again. It's in a tea package. I'm going to be featuring that. That is called HSV. 1/2. It's for both. But I'm telling you, it's going to take more than a day. You got to do at least 21. And I'm prescribing 30 days with this because you need to take each tea bag at least once every day, I think it is. And I think it's for 21 days. But then you got to fast. You got to kind of reintroduce yourself into eating regular alkaline vegan food to maintain. It's something about having your body on that lifestyle that helps extend any correction that your body feels. Because I'm going to tell you, right now, I know I'm on correction as far as my hypertension. And I realized that from some of my recent activities. Not even that recent, but since I've been here in St. Lucia. When I first did my fast in 2020, I had hypertension. And I did the 21 days of fasting. I lost about 60 pounds. And my high blood pressure was gone. My numbers were reading normal. My diastolic and systolic were reading normal. A month after that, I went back, and just to get my high blood pressure checked, I got it checked again. And I had done this, every couple months because I was traveling a lot, so I had to go in and do the PCR test. I would go ahead and have my blood pressure taken. And every time, my blood pressure was normal. But mind you, I also fasted throughout that entire year 4 times, 21 days each. And that still helped. But I was still going crazy with, my experimentation with the sugar, the dairy, the meat, the fish and fowl. I was tearing it up in 2020 between these fasts just to see what my body's reaction is to those things on ground zero. And I found out. I know for one thing, if you really want to kill me, give me some sugar, lots of sugar, because that stuff ain't nothing but poison. Dairy weighs heavy on me. Oh God, it's not nice. I like myself being a light me, where if I, want to take a dump, it doesn't take me 5 hours to take a dump. It's like 2 seconds. Nobody would be the wiser whether I did number 1 or number 2, because my stuff is flowing through my system. There ain't nothing stuck. Everything is, flowing. And that's what these fasts with the detoxes do for me. That chelation for me was like really wonderful. Now, I'm understanding that some people, I don't know if their systems are have something so, I don't know what to call it. You might have some underlying conditions that even good stuff for you may not be good for you. You might have to do some things before you get to something like a chelation to get your body right, to even accept a chelation. And that's something you got to take up with your doctor, because these herbs are all natural. And even though people may, on the slightest chance, because we done got so inundated with this new life, might have some sort of allergic reaction to some of this natural stuff, you still want to be in touch with your doctor. Stay in touch with your doctor. Make sure that they know everything you're taking. These things are not hidden. These are not, things that are like only certain people can get. Anybody can get these herbs, and they all have medicinal value, and they all have literature on them. So you could do your own research. You could find them and, like me, I had to find out how much of the dosage. I had to rectify the dosage because these are, in fact, medications. They're wild, not inundated with any kind of synthetic things like the ones that are in the pharmaceutical companies. They often will use synthetic things to make them patentable for them. And a lot of that synthetic stuff is what our bodies react to. So, yeah. Okay, this is day 1. So, yeah. So, I don't know how you did that. You say you're not tech savvy, but you got in there as the host. I don't know how you did that. Let me just click a couple of these. I don't know. Let me see. Topics, hear your voice. I don't want to hear my voice. User. Okay. Admin settings. Okay. I'm learning a little bit, Papa Org. Okay. A. Jackson said, during your fast, how were you getting nutrients? What did you do during that time? Okay, well, let me tell you this, A. Jackson. A lot of people wonder about those very things. How are you getting your supplements? How are you getting your nutrition? How are you getting this, that, and the other? Listen, in the course of 18 to 20 months or so, I've done 8, maybe 9 fasts, all of 21 days or longer. 2 of which were 40 days, one of which I did here abroad in St. Lucia. And that's 40 days of nothing but water, no nutrients, no supplements, no nothing. So that tells me, first and foremost, my body doesn't need all that we think it needs. Got to have nutrients every day, every second of the day? No. Every week, every month? No. Your body kind of sets that tone. And while your body is saying, okay, I got this for now, for right now, give me a break. I don't need your supplements. I don't need your vitamins. I don't need your, I don't need nothing from you. Just let me do what I do. And that is to repair your body in the way it should be repaired. You know? So for 40 days, me not eating, or 21 days of me not eating, told me that any nutrients that my body might need, it'll get at some point, but it didn't need it right then. Not through those 21 days, 7 times, 8 times, or through the 40 days, twice. So I don't think you need them. I think at some point you will. And I think that we have become in the nature of overeating anyhow. That's why our bodies go through this thing of hiding fat throughout our system because of potential starvation. I mean, literally, our bodies hide food in our bodies. It's called, the adipose tissue has what's called visceral fat pockets all over, head to toe. And those visceral fat pockets are the pockets of fat that's stored just in case you reach starvation, and that's what you would feed off of. But often, those have lots of toxins in them too. All that fat that's stored is called visceral fat. It's got a lot of toxins, a lot of stuff that we shouldn't have, like arsenic and, mercury and all that stuff, because our skin picks it up. It goes in our system, and sometimes our lymphatic system can't catch it all. So it gets, put in the, in some of the visceral fat that's being stored in your system. So every once in a while, you need to fast. You need to come off of everything, I think. I mean, that to me is the only way to really know your body. Yeah, every time I've done a fast, A. Jackson, I've done it with no nutrients, no electrolytes, no supplements, no vitamins, no minerals, none of that. Just completely letting my body heal from within. Let my body do what it does best, and that is repair. And I'm telling you, I'm convinced that's why I don't have to take high blood pressure medicine anymore. Just letting my body repair whatever that was. Maybe it's the excess calories. The caloric intake has a lot to do with a lot of diseases that we have, especially diabetes and hypertension. Almost every disease stems from for some reason, I guess my phone doesn't want to charge. So, yeah, I don't think you need it. And thank you so much. I don't know why this eye is like blurry. Tori Benson, welcome to my Alkaline Vegan Journeys family. And Phenom, welcome home. Welcome home. We're about to go because I'm going to go to YouTube briefly so that we can see exactly how we're being received over there. I'm going to go live at 12 noon. It's my Alkaline Vegan Journey. I need somebody to come over and say, yeah, I found you easy, or I had to do this, that, and the other to find you. I need to find out who's able to get on and what you've done to get on to live on YouTube, my live on YouTube. So good morning, good morning. Yes, it's 11:45 St. Lucia, and that's 11:45 a.m. And I believe we have the same time as that of those who live on the East Coast in the United States. So Eastern time, U.S., is the same for St. Lucian time. It's 11:44 a.m. Now I'm going to sign off here on TikTok Live, and I'm going to go over to YouTube Live. And you all please join me. Leave a comment, whatever you have to do, so I know how you all are able to get to me from TikTok, on YouTube. Okay? Well, I hope you all captured this. Let me do a recap. We've got several new members to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family, and those people simply followed the host. That's how easy it is to become a member. Secondly, we're on day 2. Many are on day 2 of My Alkaline Vegan Journey 777-day detox fast. It started Monday at midnight. I started tonight at midnight. So just this morning at midnight, I started my 7 days of all water. And it is comprised of 7 days of all water. Then we're going to move into 7 days of all tea. And that's when you're going to need your detox kit. It's available in my store. It's got all the teas you need. On midnight, July 11th for some, 12th for me, I'm going to be doing the chelation. And that's the one you do that opens your system up, removes all the heavy metals, and gets the diseases out of your system. And I thought, how apropos to do this. First off, after doing all water, getting rid of the majority of the adipose, not the adipose, but the visceral fat with the toxins, getting rid of most of that stuff. And then we do the chelation. The chelation is going to open up areas that couldn't be touched because there were heavy metals. So disease got a chance to hide there. We're going to open that up, purge the disease. And as we know, all diseases come with parasites. So this chelation is going to get rid of that as well. That's day 1 tea for our 7 days of tea fasting that starts next week, July 12th, 13th, depending on if you started early or late. Then we're going to do 7 days of those teas. Now, if you buy the kit, you don't have to think about nothing. You know, it tells you if you're going to put 4 cups of water or 8 cups of water, and that's all you need to do. Put the tea bag in and be done with it. Let it sit. And I'm doing that right now for my teas for next week. I did 15 bags of tea in this kit along with sea moss so that you have your chelation as 1 bag. Every detox kit that I put out is going to have that chelation and that sea moss. Now, in between, because this has 14 different bags of tea, many of which have 3+ herbs in them for specific types of ailments. Like me, I needed an antibiotic, so I put an antibiotic tea bag together with all the herbs for that, like the palo d'arco, the cloves, and the oregano leaves and things. So that's 1 pack. Then there are 14 completely different packs that deal with different parts of the body that you can use if you want, that you can store for later, that you can use multiple times. You don't have to pay for it up front. They have what's called afterpay that will allow you to pay later but get it now. So there's no excuse. This is your starter kit for your herb chest, your herb medicine cabinet. Simple as that. All natural herbs. This is it. So yeah, the link for my store is in my bio. So just tap on that and you'll see the 777-day detox. It will not be available after the 18th. It's as simple as that. So let's see. So I think that's it. So let's move on over. Okay. Hey, Shranny 7. Welcome. Okay, very good. I'm about to head over there now. Subscribe on my YouTube channel to make sure that you're able to get access. I'm going to pour these teas. I got to find some jars. I didn't even bring jars here, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll see you on YouTube. And after YouTube is just going to be very brief. And then I'm going to go over to finish the fast. Now, I know some people need encouragement more so around day 3 or 4. So I'm going to come on maybe a couple times on Friday and Saturday. But right now, this is it. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we'll be on TikTok and YouTube. Okay? So I'll see you on YouTube right now at 12 o'clock. Oh, don't forget to get your detox packages now. Make sure you order them now. The next delivery for the detox packages should be tomorrow, Thursday. It's Thursdays and Mondays for delivery. So get them now.